$8:45. I got within a couple hundred yards of the base of the cliff. That's pretty good. It's not a summit. I'm not going to call it that. But I will say I've hiked the majority of Houndstooth, and it's been a fantastic time. What an adventure. The adventure's only halfway done though. All mountain climbing involves the second half of the challenge, and that's going down. So let's get it and get it. Wow, it feels so amazing having the sun just kind of shining on my back like that instead of looking at it. Amazing. So I'd like to get through those snowdrift areas and then down in the grove down there, and I think I'll have some trail mix, a little snack and another drink. But I like to, if I have a challenge nearby, I like to get through the challenge and then have a kind of a celebratory snack. So that's what I'm looking for. Well, there's Houndstooth up close. Pretty cool. Down there is Ferguson Canyon. It's a very deep gorged canyon. Just goes, I don't know what it is, 1,200 feet or something like that. It's something else. Now, all this hiking, I still haven't seen a deer. Let's see if we spot one on the way down. That'll be fun. I hear the birds. See that cliff again? Look at that thing. That's just gnarly. So much vertical. So much vertical. Very cool. So my path I came up was over this boulder right here, and I went up through there and down through there. The path right here is going this way. Let's see where it goes, and if it shoots me out into a bad spot, I'll just traverse across the snow, or I'll come back up here and start again. But this is definitely the trail, and I just couldn't see it from down below. But the snow drift's covering it. Yeah, this is why you want these hiking poles, is these little sections. There's going to be a lot of them. Yeah, so I'm basically in the same spot. It's just, you know, which section do you want to go through, the snowy or the snowy? So we're going to try this way this time, because I think the snow is soft enough that I can slap my grip into it and not need a just 1 foot at a time, you know. It's perfect, so I can get good firm footing in here, and that's fine. No spikes needed. You just do side steps and there's no problem at all. And the stuff closer to the edge seems to be a little bit, well, I was gonna say a little bit more cushiony or soft, but it's not really true. Just depends on each step, doesn't it? So I could put my spikes on, but I think I'm okay. It's sinking in pretty good. Yeah, we'll keep going. There we go. Because if we sink in, I'm good to go. You just have to kick with each foot. Slow as she goes. We're almost done. All right, let's shift our angle. There we go. Some good squishies like those. And I'm pretty close to the dirt now. I like the dirt. And here's where I did my side traverse. So there it is. Not bad. I've been compressing my poles by putting my body weight on them, though. They're now too short. I need to re-extend them. I'll do it in a minute. And into my old footsteps. I like that. Okay, let's pull these babies out. Okay. That one was actually out far enough anyway. And we're back on dirt trail. Hell yeah. We're getting it done. So let's look at where we came from. Just a minute ago, I was up in those sunny trees and way past that. Going down a mountain's always fun. You just get to see where you were. This is that little bit of a slide zone with the rocks. So we're just going to be real slow here. If you can get a branch or a good nub of a rock that your foot can touch, it's a lot easier. Real slow. But that's how you do it. So there's where my cairn goes. So we're gonna go the other way I came up because I like that. It was easy up, easy down. More birds chirping. There's my little cairn. So this is the first snowdrift that I hit. I said it's not bad. And indeed, you can stay on the dirt for almost every step. And the ones you're not on the dirt, there's already a nice divot. Done. Short work. Little bug fly by my face. Get out of here, little bug. You're bugging me. Oh yeah. Wow, what a fabulous morning. Temperature's just perfect all morning. We'll see if at the bottom it's probably gonna be a little hot, but that's okay. Because I'll be at the bottom anyway, it won't matter. And then I've got a movie night I'm looking forward to tonight. I'll be watching a movie and having popcorn, having laughs, watch something funny. Wow, this section's so amazing. Oh, I just love it. Ooh, that was a big bird. I didn't see it, I just heard it. That was a big bird. Dang it, I wish I would have seen it. You got a good audio of that. You could hear its wings flap. That's not the sound of a little bird. He probably flew all the way across the dang canyon. I'm gonna guess that was a hawk. It could have been a lot of different things. Oh yeah. Huh. These little gopher trails, mole trails, whatever, I don't know what they are. Well, there's a little apartment complex of them over there too. Well, if you ask me, we're almost in a perfect spot to just have a handful or two of some trail mix and a good couple drinks of water. I think I'll crack my Gatorade too. Well, let's go have a look-see at that view over there. I have to go under these trees, but let's just take a look. What a world we live in. I know no person could design such an amazing setting to experience. It's so beautiful. Intelligence, erosion, all the laws of nature. I don't care what you want to call it all. It's magnificent. At the end of the day, it's just magnificent. Wow. I made it up quite a ways, but that snow did get a little bit tricky. And, you know, when you're hiking by yourself, you got to be a little more conservative. You should always play it safe, though. Hiking's not meant to be dangerous, it's meant to be fun. That's what I always tell myself. It's my mantra, or motto is probably a better word. Okay, this looks like a really good rock for me to set my stuff down and get a little snack. All right, let's get it. Through Deer Grove. I'm gonna call this Deer Grove. It's amazing. I love walking down a mountain that I've already hiked up. I can go almost twice as fast, except steep sections. Those are twice as hard. But there's not a lot of them on this thing. There's little ones here and there and here and there. It's not bad. So the deer might be moving now. It's late enough in the day that they woke up and they're ready for breakfast. Well, I'm gonna go and look at that overlook because I've got plenty of energy. So let's do it. A lot of deer track over here. Wow. I think the deer like to come over here and take a look at the view too. There's deer tracks all over the place. Well, that's Big Cottonwood Canyon, and in the distance with that road, that's Mount Olympus over there. That's Ferguson Canyon right below me. We're in a beautiful, beautiful place that I have named Deer Grove, and it's just an incredible section of nature. I am so lucky to have this sort of opportunity. Living in Salt Lake, having it so near, it's just amazing. Just amazing. Oh, hi, birdie. You gonna do a little jump? Well, I've seen a few small birds, and then that big one that kind of startled me. Just out of nowhere in that pine tree. Boop, 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 boop. Flew off. Alright, so our next major landmark is the mine. The mine portal that's up here, up high. Well, we've got the camp spot. That's kind of cool too. That little cluster of trees is just gorgeous. My word. Amazing. Well, let's take one more look at the Houndstooth Mountain. A lizard just ran by. So, first snowdrift, that's the one that we know I sidestepped down. Then up further is where I stopped. So you can tell. Now I thought the trail would have gone around the bend, but I'm thinking now that the trail just goes up to the base of the cliff, and I was basically there because the snowdrift was just going to be in my way for another couple hundred feet. And then I would be at the base of the cliff, but I'd rather not get into some sketchy situation alone on a big snowdrift, even with spikes. And I've had a great day anyway. I feel like I've seen Houndstooth up close and personal, and it was really nice. This is about the only uphill you have to do on the way down. It's the saddle into Deer Grove. Whew. Now this silence is about to stop, and we're going to hear the noise of the city in just a minute. Let's go up here, take a look. Technically, this is kind of a summit. Hard to view over the scrub, but pretty cool. All right, here's the camp spot. And down we go. That little bit of uphill made me breathe. Woo! Woo, lad. Well, these are some great switchbacks. I always call switchbacks switchies because I like them so much. I'd much rather do switchies than go straight up. So cool. Wow. Yeah. I'm anticipating I'm going to slide and fall on my butt once or twice. That way if I don't, it's a win. If I do, it's expected. You gotta play mind games, you know? You gotta do what works. Keep the morale high, you know? All right. Kind of steep. More forget-me-nots. Look how pretty they are. Look at that cluster. Wow, very nice. Such a great blue. It's ironic that I always forget the name of forget-me-nots. Like, what's up with that? All right, I've got a fair amount of pebbles in my boot, both of them. So when I find a good boulder, probably at the mine portal, I'll take a little break and clear my shoes. Tighten them up too. Done a lot of stretching and pulling on them all day, and they need to tighten. Pretty steep. to the mine portal. Well, we better go up on top and have a look-see. Huh. You see where I came from? I can see the exact snow drifts. Huh. Funny. I can feel the heat starting to build as soon as you're in the sun. The rocks start to bake, accumulate heat, they turn into heaters. Ooh. Got my camera. I think it's right. One step at a time in this gnarly section. Easy. Okay. Well, I said I was going to change my shoe here. Not the best rock for sitting. Oh, over there's one. I can do that. Let's do that. Oh, down on the ground, but whatever. Okay. Let's stand up. Oh. Boy, standing up from the ground was kind of a little bit harder than I thought it would be. Okay, I've got my phone, I've got my keys, I've got my wallet, everything. Just check the rock, there's nothing there. Okay, we're on it. Let's keep moving. Next challenge is the steep section by the cliffs. Gotta hate that. It's actually the worst part of this hike is that there's that precipitous drop off, and it's in a section that's kind of gravelly and shaky and not the best grippy. So I might be sliding on my butt at any moment. I don't like it. I'll put these poles into my backpack if I don't want them and want my hands instead. I think it'll be all right though. I've done stuff a lot more challenging than that all the time. So trick is just go slow and low. As the Beastie Boys said, slow and low, that is the tempo. Whoa, steep. Alright, we're gonna do a little stop and turn around and see where we came from. Up the top of that peak over there. What, 5 or 10 minutes ago, not very long ago, we were there. So way down, it's kind of wild. You really go about twice as fast for most of it. Use a whole different set of leg muscles too. Knees and quads. I know, knees aren't muscles, but there's muscles around them. So many glacier lilies here. This section is just covered in them. So nice. Thought I heard something, but it could have been a lot of things. You can hear the Ferguson Creek down there. The waterfalls. Look at that. So now you can see that snowdrift. Ooh, there's the big bird of prey. That's probably the one that I saw. See it? There's two of them. I saw another one up above. Oh, there is the one up above too. Yeah. One's a hawk. The other one, yeah, they're both birds of prey. I think they might both be hawks. One might be a falcon, I don't know. Very cool. They're doing some hunting. I'll bet you that it was one of them, probably the big one that jumped out of that tree and flew away. Alright. Nothing to it but to do it. I've been saying that since I was a kid. I heard it in a movie and never stopped. It's a good line. Yeah, doing great. There's the steep sections coming up. Here we go. I've got some really good boots, Merrell Moabs. They're my favorite shoes of all time. They're just so comfortable. They're so grippy. From the first day you buy them. The very first day I put these on in the store, I said, yep, these are the best shoe I've ever had. They've not failed me. They've been so comfortable. Okay. Yeah, this is what I remember. It was steep. So I can use those spikes, poles to help slow me down a little. Yeah, it's not bad. I think it might have felt worse going up, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Just one step at a time. Oh, those are two chuckers. Two chucker birds. I don't need them to be doing that right now while I'm like keyed in and focused. It's not my favorite timing. It's like having a bear attack you when you're doing something sketchy. Like, hey, nice timing. stuff is kind of a little bit loose. Not bad. Getting through it, no problem. I could step in some of the side trail if I get into a bad section, but so far I'm not feeling any problems. Just go one step at a time and you're safe and good to go. All right, looking good. If we take a quick look, that's how it went up. Yeah, see, actually it wasn't as bad coming down as I think going up, because going up it looks a little scarier. Going down, you can see the footholds a little better. Going up, it looked just like kind of slick and flat. Yeah, this isn't bad at all. See, you get it up in your head that something's bad, and then you get it and do it, and then it's not. Huh, I guess my brain was making it worse than it is. Ugh. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. This country is incredible, just beautiful. It's breathtaking. It's just, I love it. I just absolutely love it. The more I hike, the more addicted I get. You go home and you shut your eyes for bed and you start to see these trails and these images, these rocks and these trees and the cliffs and the birds and the smells hit you. And the whole thing is really a human experience that in the city we forget, and it makes us, I think it makes us unhealthy if we don't get out and do these things when we have a chance. But if we can't get out and do things like this, then hopefully at least you can watch a video on YouTube. All right, that's it. That's the hard section. Not bad at all. I think going up it was worse, so I'll remember that when I talk to Roxy, that we need to remember that the way up looks worse than it is. Huh, I got a text from up here. I'm gonna take a look at my text for a minute. Let's see. I'm not going to read you, the audience, my text, because these are personal. Oh, it's my cousin. He's always watching movies and telling me what he's going to do. Huh. He's so funny. All right. Phone back in the pocket. So I think the next steep section is like near the base, near the bottom, where we go by the mine and stuff. That section's probably the steepest in the entire hike, is the first part. Which is crazy, because you think, oh, this is going to be horrible, but then I mean, it's steep the whole way. You're going uphill. There's no doubt about that. Sorry, I want to take a forget-me-not. See if it will live all the way to the bottom, and if it does, that'd be great. They're so pretty. All right, over that huge piece of quartz. There's that, done. Hey, there's a hiker coming up. I'm gonna wave hi to him here. So I just talked to some guys and they said that you can get to the base and then there's a scramble up to the top. So we're gonna have to do that in September or maybe sooner, we'll see. But we're gonna have to do that someday. Stick to my guns. I think that being alone, I shouldn't be trying things like that I don't know about. If the trail's not obvious, you know, you gotta just play it safe. Hiking's supposed to be fun, not dangerous. That's what we say. Whew. A lot of downhill. Didn't see a deer. That's surprising to me. Oh well. A lot of sun on my neck. I have a sun hoodie though, so I can pull that up just a touch and protect me. I like to get a little sun though. It's nice to get some real sunlight on the skin every once in a while. A little slippy. And this scrub oak forest just goes on forever, man. And look at that. We came from way up there, way up there. Woo. Oh. Try not to trip. Oh, my cousin's blowing my phone up. Let's take another look. Make sure it's not something important. He's a knucklehead. He gets up in the morning and starts texting like a maniac. Okay. Yeah. He sent me 7 texts in like the last 15 minutes. Ridiculous. 8. What's wrong with this guy? Alright. Knucklehead. That's what I call him. Ooh, slippy there. Not my favorite. This is just pure sand. Deer hooves. Whoa. See, way down you have way more opportunities to fall than the way up. The momentum, your weight really helps push you into a slip situation. It's not too bad most of the time though. Oh. A little bit of uphill felt good because my legs are so keyed into going downhill for so long. Whew. Sandy. A lot of lupins here. I don't know if they're gonna bloom or not. Probably. Yeah, I guess they have to bloom if they're here in the first place. That means they bloom. Wonder when that'll be. Be cool to see. All right. So the scrub oak forest part of this hike is about done. Right over there we get into the last section, and boy, it is a beast. It goes forever. All the other hiking is a little more pleasant because it's just a little more interesting. I mean, these scrub oaks are beautiful and all that. It's just kind of like a sea of it, and it goes on forever, switchback after switchback, and it's kind of rough sandy stuff too. Like up on top we had all the rocks and the pine trees, and just the variety is a lot more interesting. All right, and here we go. Scrub oak forest done. We're hanging right, go back down the canyon where we came. So I'm gonna take a drink in these trees here, get in the shade. This section's really pleasant, so let's do that. So right down here is a good little flat spot. All right, fantastic. Well, we're almost back. Finish my Gatorade. Tasty. All right. Let's check our battery one more time. 27%. I think we can do it. Let's go. We got this. There's that hole. All right. So this is the last downhill switchback section, and then we'll be at that water tower. This part has some real steep sections, so it should be fun. Beginning of some steeps. It's all about finding a nice rock that's embedded into the soil. If you can step on that, then you're good to go. Ooh, unlike that. Or if you can step into a nice root, anything that's firm. Whoa. Yeah. This section is something else, huh? Like someone goes up that. Maybe a dog. I ain't doing that. I'd much rather do a switchback than go straight up some rock slide. All right, this little tricky section here, it's not too bad. Just gotta take slow steps. You're good to go. You'd think you want to step around the gnarly rocky sections, but you actually want to step right on those big rocks. No slippies. It's like four-wheeling. You want to put your tire up on the rock and not put your tires around them, because then you have problems. Yeah. What a mountain, huh? This steep section, this thing's bare. Whoa, big steps. Gotta take huge steps on this thing. Whoa. It's like totally falling apart. I mean, look at that. You're supposed to walk up that. Stuff's wild, man. I'm still on it. I still gotta keep going. Go over here to these rocks. Avoid the verticals. Whew, man, that's got my quads burning. You just engaged the whole time here. You cannot let your muscles relax. All right, back to the mine portal. There it is. Still looks the same. What if you saw some eyes peering out at you when you looked into that thing? Whoa! Rocky, rocky road. This is one rocky road. There's the water tower. Tank, water tank. All right, I'm a slow learner, okay? Deal with it. What an adventure. Way to start my Saturday morning. Fantastic. I woke up at 6 and said, you know what, I feel well rested. I could go and get to that trailhead by 6:40. I could be ready into the trailhead by 6:40. And I walked around my house for a second and I said, yeah, you know what, I'm doing it, let's go. So here we are. I find if I don't think too much, good things happen. If I deliberate and I start to go, well, is it going to be fun? Is it going to be hard? Or am I going to be tired? And all these, you start to think too much. You just stifle your whole fun. You stifle your life. Don't overthink. Thinking is good for deciding what you want to eat. And when you're at your job and you need to think. But if you're wondering about stuff like this, if you got the feeling, just go. Stop thinking. See, you know, I could turn around at any point I wanted if I wasn't having fun. But if I sat home all day, I'd have missed out on this. I'm sure I would have found something else fun to do, but you get my point. All right, we're back to the dirt road almost. That means, whew, I did it without falling, which is incredible. I thought for sure I'd have at least one down to my butt slide. With all that downhill. Whew. Let's see, it just turned 10 o'clock. Fantastic. Well, as I finish my hike, I sure hope if you watched this far that you enjoyed it, that you thought maybe my conversation wasn't too obnoxious, that maybe I wasn't too noisy, and that I hope you got some really good scenes and flowers, and we just got to enjoy it. And really glad that you joined me. I love to have a wider audience that can go along and hike with me, so thank you so much. A lot of gratitude for you people that watch. Thank you. Whew. Well, you know what else? I might go on another hike today. I think my wonderful girlfriend is eager to go and do a more gentle hike, but still one that's fun. I think that we're gonna potentially try to go to the Little Cottonwood Creek Trail and give that a shot. Well, we got more people on the trail, so I'm gonna edit that out. I don't like to have people's faces on the trail. Oh, my hair is sure messy. Wearing a hat all day. Thank you for coming along with me. You can see some of the mountains behind me. And see some of that glorious country that we hiked through. We're almost back to the car. So here we go. Thanks again for coming along on a hike with me. It was fantastic. Have a great day. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.